Okay, I am streaming now. Just testing it out. And all right, I am streaming here. Cool. Let me find a link here. Just double checking here. Sorry about the delay. Okay, obviously it's got checking here. Wrong delay. Okay, I'll get started here in just a moment. Alright, just almost ready to start here. Just trying to fix my stream on Twitch so that it has the correct sort of game listed, which is kind of funny. It's not a game. If you're here in the chat, please say hi. Alright, I'll have to tackle that later. Okay, let's get started. Basically, packet radio is a digital mode on amateur radio. It's a form of communication. It's pretty ancient. It's been around for 40 plus years. It's nice to have in case of emergency communications. It's fairly low tech. It requires a very simple modem called a TNC, Terminal Node Controller. And I'm going to show how to use that. So let me get the stream here. All right. Okay, let's get started. So first things first, I have a Raspberry Pi with several TNC Pi hats. They're basically TNCs that are built as modules that connect to Raspberry Pi. So let's connect that to that server. It's the fourth ham Pi I've got on my network. And really, I'm just trying to test out the streaming here, so I have no experience with this. This is just a chance to show you something interesting. Okay, there we go. That should do it. No. There we go. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got a Raspberry Pi running. It's fairly fast. Raspberry Pi 3. They tend to be Spartan. And I already have two of these TNC Pis running on here. So I can run this command called pi tnc get params, and it lets me talk to this TNC module that's on it. So let's go ahead and look at the first one. It's on bus 1, device 3. That doesn't look so good. I have to reboot this guy. Oh, they're attached right now, that's why. So let me reconnect the screen. And, okay, so this is a tool called AXListen. So packet radio uses AX25. X25 is a really ancient networking protocol. It was developed by DARPA It has the A in front of it. The original was called X25. It has an A in front of it because of amateur radio. They took over X25 and made some changes to make it operate better on high latency networks, low bandwidth, high error latency. So here you can see I'm doing AX listen, and this lets me see traffic that's happening on a current channel that I'm on. And I think I'm on 144.310 megahertz, and that's local here in my area. And you can see some of the traffic that's happened recently. So there you go, Mountain View. This is the Aries Races BBS. Happens to be a particular node. Here's the call sign W3XSC. It is one of about 6 different BBSs that they have networked for emergencies. And let's go ahead and show you how to connect to that. So again, this is happening all over radio waves. It's not happening over the internet. It's not happening through cell networks or anything like that. So if power was down, all of these amateur radio networks, BBSs, tend to be up and running on battery backup and solar power, and so there would still be a chance for people to communicate. And Aries Races is very procedural. They have a national network. A lot of these BBSs are hooked up together and pass messages back and forth. You can't really get a lot of big files, but you can get some data. So private messaging, well, it's not really private, but messaging and emergency information can be transmitted. So let's connect out. I've switched over to another screen session. I'm going to go ahead and make a call out to that BBS. So first, what we want to do is take a look at what that call sign was. It was W3XSC-1, and the -1 means which port. And I'm going to go ahead and call it, but I'm going to actually tell AX call to have this -H. Oh, I forgot to specify the port. So we want to go out on port 1, AX25 port 1. Okay, as you can see here, it's trying to connect. And if I switch over to my AX listen here, you'll see a message from me, KK6NHN, to W3XXC. And I have 0 messages. And so, as you can tell, it's kind of continuing to do that over and over here. Part of that is because my radio connection is not very strong. So my AX call is not completing. But I can fix that. Let me take a look at the man page here. Yeah, I think, yeah, -H is supposed to be slave. Let's see here. Guess I got to do -R raw mode, perhaps. Let's see. Let me try that. Actually, not that familiar here. I'm trying to beef up on this. Okay, so there we go. It's connecting. Now it's doing that again. So again, this is all happening over a small handheld transceiver on 144.310 megahertz. Using a modem called a TNC. That's really strange. Try slave mode with that. You see, now it's not responding. I have a feeling my radio quality, my signal quality, is fairly low. Okay, I got a response. Okay, well, I'll have to give this a go later, I think. Yeah, it should connect, but for some reason it's not. In terms of the AX call, this usually will give me a full connection, and then I can interact with the remote emergency BBS. Ramo did not do it. Hmm. If any of you have any ideas, please be sure to let me know in a comment. I'd like to resolve this so that I'm not harassing their BBS for no reason. It's a lot of connections out. The nice thing about packet radio is you can have multiple sessions on the same frequency using a time split. However, staying connected all the time is not advised, as it does eat up ports. All right, well, that concludes my test for now. Thanks for watching.